Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this Case W14 wheel loader. Apologies in advance, it's really windy out here today, so if the audio is off a little bit, sorry, going to do the best I can do here. As always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know. Then of course we'll fire it up, run it around, let you hear the engine, show you what play it has up front in the pins, show you the center pins. As always, if you are in the market for a used wheel loader, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for machines find our videos and find our machines, and we truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this is a Case W14. I don't have the exact year model. For some reason it's not driving up with what we have in our book, so I don't know the exact year model. I can tell you it does start up good. Obviously when it's cold it turns over a little harder, but it does fire up. Hydraulics are very strong. The brakes are very weak. The park brake works, but the air brakes, when you push on them, it barely slows you down. When we fire it up here in a little bit, you'll see there is some play up here in these front pins. Pretty common for a W14. You're not gonna, not likely to find one of these older machines that's super tight up here, but there is some play. Fairly straight up here though. Kind of see what it is here. Obviously it has probably been painted at some point in time. Kind of got a couple of different colors of yellow going on here. Tires all the way around are actually very good. I'm gonna say we're at least 55-60% tread life here. I think I'm being very fair. A little bit of weather checking in some spots, but not awful at all. And my guess is these rims are maybe newer than the machine itself because they look pretty darn nice, and they are of course the right color of what I would call Case yellow. This rim up here, as you can see, pretty good. Not a lot of nicks around the edge. All the tires seem to be holding air. We haven't had to add air to them. So everything looks good there. Just some surface rust and stuff where the paint's chipped off over time. Down here anyways. As you can see there. Not gonna win any beauty pageants by any stretch of the imagination. But like I said, the engine sounds good. Does have good tires, and the hydraulics seem to be nice and strong. As you can see here, this tire matches up really well. Lots of tread life left there, and again, a little bit of weather checking, but not much at all. Just kind of starting there. Sidewalls look pretty good here. Again, that rim's in pretty good shape. We have the I have the engine enclosure off, that way I can get up close and show you the engine here in a little bit. But both sides have the engine enclosures. Both the rubber straps on this side are good. As you can see there, it has some scratches, dents, dings. Again, definitely not going to win any beauty pageants. But if you need a cheap snow removal machine or something cheap, not a lot of money for a used wheel loader. Showing 68.49 on the hour meter, but the hour meter does not tick over. Back here, these fins are pretty straight on that guard there. Rear end back there, everything's pretty straight there. Coming around, looking at this rear corner again, just has some paint chipped off in some spots here and there, and some surface rust. Looking at this rear tire, again, matches up pretty well on tread depth, pretty similar. This one maybe has just a touch more weather checking in it than the others. Again, it's not awful, but there is some there. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there's definitely some weather checking there. But good tread depth. Again, sidewall looks pretty decent. The rim on this side, again, that is pretty straight. Not a bunch of nicks around the edge or anything like that. It does have some scratches and stuff inside there, as you can see in the paint, but again, it is a used wheel loader. Does have some spots over here where the rust is getting pretty good. It's actually got, right there's actually a couple of spots that there's actually holes through this door. Steps are good over here. Taking a look at this front tire. Again, matches up pretty well on tread depth to the other 3 tires. Again, this one actually has, this side for whatever reason seems like maybe the weather checking is just a little worse than the other side. Not awful, but it's definitely there. A little bit here on the side. Sorry again if that audio is off, it's really windy here. Again, that rim matches up pretty well to the others. Taking a look at the loader arms on this side. Pretty straight there. You'll see in that video there's some play down here in these pins and some here. Take a look at the bucket. The bucket is fairly straight. I don't notice any big dents or dings. The cutting edge is a little wore down on this side. There's a little life left. There is a spot right here where that bucket's getting thin. It actually has a couple small holes, and one spot right there where there's a little bit of a hole. I don't know how well you can see it. That one's about the size of a dime. Those are a little smaller there. A couple of them over here as well. Inside the bucket, the back part's pretty good there. Has definitely had some reinforcement welding done right there. As you can see, it's got a couple spots there where they've welded onto it. That bottom bar looks fine. Everything up there looks okay. We'll go back and take a look at the engine compartment. As you can see here, a little dirty, kind of black and sooty just from old diesel and exhaust and everything. Everything's pretty dry here by this injection pump. I don't see a bunch of oil or diesel run down the side of the block here. Go take a look at the other side. Again, I'm not seeing a bunch of oil or diesel running down the side of the block here. It does have some residual dirt and stuff here, some grime, nothing out of the ordinary. But seems to be dry there. Go take a look up inside the cab. There are a couple small little pinholes right there, about probably the size of a dime, and then one's a little smaller than that. Steps on this side are fairly straight. This bracket right there looks like it's been welded on. Everything looks pretty good right here. Sorry, there's starting to snow out here. All right, taking a look at the seat. Bottom portion of the seat cushion's good. Back seems decent too. Rubber floor mat's decent. It's got a couple spots where it's wore thin right there. There you can kind of see the daylight where those holes were that I tried to show from the other side. Got your loader controls here. Like I said, all the glass seems to be pretty good. I don't really see any cracks or spider webbing in any of the glass. Forward reverser. Gauges down there. Steering wheel, a little bit of a crack there in that plastic piece, or I guess these are rubber. Alright, like I said, it's a W14 showing 68.49 hours on the hour meter, but the hour meter does not work. We'll get those shields back on, we'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.